Hello everyone, I am Akshay from Prodigy Educare, and today we'll be learning some simple facts about complex numbers. So today we are going to evaluate I raised to I, which is where I is root of minus 1. So let us see what is the value of I raised to I. First of all, for evaluating this, we'll convert I into its polar form. Now any polar form of a complex number z can be written as its modulus times we have cos theta plus I sine theta, where this is the modulus, which is represented by mod z, and theta is the argument, which we represent by arc. And any complex number z is equal to a plus ib. Its modulus is given by mod z is nothing but under root of a square plus b square, and its argument theta is given by tan inverse of b by a. Now this is not the exact formula of argument. Some more 2-3 steps also should be done, but for now we won't be discussing that. So we'll apply this first and convert I into its polar form. So I can be written as 0 plus 1 times I. So modulus of I is under root of 0 square plus 1 square, anyways, which is 1. Then I have its argument theta as tan inverse of b by a, tan inverse of b by a. So 1 at denominator we are getting 0. So this cannot be evaluated, but we know that this tends to infinity. Therefore, this angle will be equal to pi by 2. As we know that tan of pi by 2, which is tan of 90 degree, is infinity. Perfect. So this I can be written as mod I, which is 1. Then it can be written as cos of pi by 2 plus I times sine of pi by 2. Anyways, we know that cos of pi by 2 is 0 and sine of pi by 2 is 1. Anyways, we are getting the same number. Now we also know that cos theta plus I sine theta, cos theta plus I sine theta can be written as e raised to I theta, where theta is in radians. This is the Euler's identity that we have already discussed in our previous videos. So this I can be written as e raised to I times pi by 2, converted this into Euler's form. Okay, now we have to evaluate I raised to I. So I raised to I will be equal to e raised to I pi by 2 raised to I. Now we'll be using a simple rule of indices, that is these two i's will get multiplied, so we'll get e raised to I pi by 2 into I, which is nothing but e raised to I square times pi by 2. Now since I is root of minus 1, in that case I square will become minus 1. So from this we are getting I raised to I as e raised to minus of pi by 2. Now the strange thing about this is, this we are getting a transcendental number, which is anyways a real number. And if we evaluate this using a scientific calculator, like simply what we have to do is we have to simply substitute the value of e and value of pi. So value of e, then we'll write raised to minus of pi by 2. Value of e raised to pi by 2. From that we are getting approximately, as it is a transcendental number, so approximately we are getting 2.0.2078 and so on. Now the strange part of this is it is a real number. That means a complex number, or rather I should say a purely imaginary number raised to a purely imaginary number. We are getting a real number. So that's a very strange result that we are getting. That means if we take I and multiply it I times, you will get this as a result, which is a real number. So yes, the world of complex numbers is very mysterious. It's a strange world, and we don't know what more results we get from this. I hope you enjoyed this session. For enjoying my interactive classes, you can join our online sessions. Links for that is given in the description. Thank you for watching.
with